Welcome, everybody. Uh, Good afternoon, good evening. I would like to thank you, all of the guests and panelists and the broadened audience who is watching at us live. We are now in a beautiful Georgia, in Tbilisi, and in other interesting regions of Georgia. And we're going to have a fantastic opportunity to present Georgian investment opportunity. And here we have all, let's say, sector developers and influential managers of this field, and they're going to present their projects. I'm Vice President of FIAPSI Georgia, Nutsa Abramishvili. I'm CEO of Schuchman Group. I will have also opportunity to present our company and our development project. And I would like to give the floor to our colleague, President of FIAPSI Georgia, Ms. Lika Kardava. Lika, please, floor is yours.
Thank you a lot, dear Nutsa, for your wonderful introduction and panel moderation. I would like to greet and welcome each and every participants on today's webinar. You are all real estate heroes to join us in this hot summer vacation period. I'm really honored to be a president of FIAPSI Georgia and serve our members, leading real estate companies and real estate sector as a whole. I would like to use the opportunity and cordially thank past immediate president of FIAPSI Georgia, Kate Dabadadze, for her outstanding leadership during the past 2 years. Hereby, let me extend warm welcome on behalf of FIAPSI Georgia and Georgian real estate sector to our honored World President, Mr. Jordi Ribo, World President-elect Susan Greenfield. I'd like to thank them for the initiative and to arrange today's webinar. As Nuta mentioned, we'll have today an amazing lineup of speakers, and we will hear more about FIAPSI. Why FIAPSI is the top business platform for real estate professionals. What is the strategy of the Federation and what opportunities it gives to chapters all around the world? I'm happy to mention that Sectoral Real Estate Association of Georgia, and at the same time, our principal member, Gunara, is with us. I would like to specially express gratitude to our invited honored guest, Ambassador of Georgia from NAR, Gizo Jarmeli, and Alina Evi from NAR for joining us as honored panelists. I'm sure we'll have a quite fruitful exchange during the webinar. Let me use this opportunity again to extend gratitude to our board members and FIAPSI members. Some of them are newcomers, and they are, of course, welcome to FIAPSI Georgia, like York Towers, Apart Development. I'm sure today we have an amazing opportunity to present our country's real estate sector and help interested investors, brokers, to unlock investment opportunities of Georgia. Our presenters will share country's top investment opportunities today. As you already know, Georgia is positioning itself as the next international trade and investment platform, and with the goal to put our country on the global real estate map. In 2019, with the initiation of Property Georgia, we have founded with our partners the local chapter of FIAPSI. And we got really strong support and facilitation from side of Secretary General Narek Arakelian and past President Asen Makedonov. We are thrilled to be part of the most influential and powerful international real estate association, and we strive to create value for our members, for the sector, locally and globally. Our aim is to help our members to network with international chapters and support them in a highly professional way to do business together with high integrity and standard of ethics, which is so important. I will tell a bit about our last 2 years. In order to achieve effective cooperation with public organizations, private organizations, and achieve efficient PPP, on behalf of FIAPTI Georgia and Property Georgia, we have organized international forums. The event hosted keynote speakers from 15 countries and delegates, and also it was strongly supported with the headquarters of FIAPTI, past presidents Asen Makedonov and Walid Mousa. The event was powered by leading Georgian commercial bank, Bank of Georgia, and attended by international financial institutions, international urbanists, also local chambers of commerce, local private companies, and governmental authorities. In 2021, we plan to further develop our chapter and attract more members. We have announced launch of the first National Real Estate Awards, FIAPTI Fleet Excellence Georgia, we greatly hope that COVID situation will get better and the economy will rebound, and also travels will be open to traveling opportunities, and we will have a chance to organize our event in 2022 and invite all of you. You know that Georgia is comparatively a new country for investors. Actually, country started promoting it as FDI destination about 10 years ago. The main thing that we would like to mention is that from year to year, we see how the sentiment of investors is optimistic and growing, and they are looking for new opportunities in multiple areas of real estate. And this is a very positive trend and development for the country. Even countries are small in size, it has diverse investment prospects and opportunities. And it's worth to mention that Georgia was ranked on 7th in the World Bank's latest Ease of Doing Business rankings. It also should be mentioned that Georgia is quite well known for its hospitality, as Nuta already mentioned. We have experienced boost in visitors before COVID period. More than in 2019, we had up to 9.3 million tourists, which was twice more than our population. The inflow from tourists was injected in the economy, and it comprised $3 billion, accounting up to 7.5% of gross domestic product. Hospitality sector is really a driving force for the real estate in our country, and we hope that gradually it will rebound and hope we'll experience more prosperity in upcoming years, and we will have a possibility to host you in Georgia and experience its traditions. I'm sure that our presenters will cover all these interesting topics and many other interesting aspects about the investment climate and opportunities. We give you a promise that we will continue to grow our chapter, to strengthen it with the support of headquarters, and work quite closely with sectoral associations to put Georgia effectively on global map. I would like to finish my speech with a message that together we are stronger. Now let me share the stage to Kate and our honored guest speakers. Wishing fruitful webinar to everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Lika, for a wonderful presentation. As always, I would say, I'd like to greet everyone. Dear World President, Mr. Jordi Ribo, dear President-elect, Ms. Susan Greenfield, all the invited guests, members, all participants. all our dear audience. Good day to you all. Well, thank you for being with us, for devoting your time for FIABC Georgia webinar today. Well, I will try to make a long story short, because we have lots of presenters today, and as we all know, time is so precious. It's been a great honor and responsibility for me personally to be the president of FIABC Georgia for the first 2 years. I want to once again to congratulate Lika for her new position as the president of FIABC Georgia, and wish her best of the success. And I believe that as we work together during these 2 years, we will achieve better results for the next 2 years, and even the next 2 years where Nuța will also be the president, and with other presidents. So the main message that we had during founding the FIABC in Georgia was that it has a long-term strategy in the country, and about success. Well, if you want to be a success in any country, you need to work hard, and also it's important that you need to be in the right place and at the right time. Well, this is the story behind FIABC Georgia. We at Property Georgia, which actually is a property hub in Georgia, and was initiated and founded by Lika 4 years ago, and now Lika and I represent Property Georgia. We felt that it was the right time to launch a national chapter of the International Real Estate Federation in our country. It was 2 years ago that we started first communication with the headquarters, and in March 2019, Property Georgia organized an international conference, which was called Energy Efficiency in Building. And during this conference, we invited the world president of FIABC, Mr. Arsen Makedonov. And after that, very shortly, I would say in summer 2019, with the goodwill and support from the world president and the international board also, we managed with our partner companies, the top development companies, brokerage companies, the companies that are the top ones in the country, to found FIABC Georgia. So in October 2009, and you see that this year was the best successful year for us, for FIABC Georgia, we hosted another international event, Building Sustainable and Resilient Cities. And during this event, we had another world president visiting Georgia. It was Walid Moussa. But unfortunately, after that, when we all faced COVID-19 pandemics, all the physical events got on hold. And now what we are doing is to organize webinars, to use all the online platforms to continue networking and doing our business. Still, despite that, we are optimistic that with this vaccination happening globally in 2021, we will be able to hold real estate projects in Georgia, which will be there for the first time in our country. This is FIABC Food Excellence Georgia Awards that Lika already mentioned in her speech. And why it's important to hold these awards now? Because as I believe, it's always important to plan things when it's the right time. So during the last years, I believe everybody will agree with me, Georgia has developed pretty much in terms of real estate, and we have lots of new developments that are and could be interesting for foreign investors. So not to take much of your time, our presenters will tell more about Georgia and its competitiveness, how competitive a market it is for real estate investments. Yes, we are a small country, but with a big potential, really. So all of you, welcome to Georgia, which we're gonna present to you now with our development projects, so with a country profile. And thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much, dear Kate. You were first, let's say, pioneer president for the very newly established chapter of Georgia, so which is quite new, quite startup, but we unify more than 20 very important companies, and we will see all of them today. And as you mentioned, that Georgia is has an important position in terms of doing business, in terms of a touristic hub, and in terms of all the advantages what this amazing, I would say, country has. So that's why we are kind of stars in the regional level. So, and I would like to ask Mr. Gizo, who is the global ambassador, who is in charge of Romania and Moldova, who will prove as well that our advantages to being a star in our region. So, and please, Mr. Gizo, maybe you will also welcome our society and prove all the, let's say, addresses of the potential of our great country. Greetings. Gamarjabat. I'm sorry, we can't hear you. Yes, now, yes, please.
Gamarjabat. Good evening, everybody, or good morning, depending where you are. Personally, I am in Istanbul International Airport, actually waiting for my flight to go to Romania. And I was just in Georgia as a NAR Global Ambassador for Georgia, Moldova, and Romania. And this time I will be taking a trip to Romania and then Moldova to... Sorry for announcements.
Okay, please.
Sorry, there are some announcements that I'm a little bit challenged here, but yes, I spent about 2 weeks in Georgia, and I had the fortune to visit about 4 development companies that are working on their projects. And it was very impressive to see how competitive actually Georgian developers are and how well a Georgian real estate segment is actually doing. I previewed 4 places, and I was impressed that standards are very high. Georgian developers are actually so advanced that as I was comparing their projects with US projects that I'm very familiar with, I could see lots of parallels, lots of similarities also in approach, in planning, in quality, in management. And I was very surprised and impressed because I've been watching for Georgia real estate since several years, and I've just seen this progression, how advanced actually the Georgian real estate industry became. I was very impressed also to see like a little example, like several developments have very well organized and structured covenants and restrictions, basically the rules what the tenants and owners and occupants may or may do in order to preserve the values of the real estate that is built in Georgia. And also several of the development companies are so poised so well that when investor buyer actually communicates with them, they have entire package actually to give you different options of your level of investments, right? So that was quite impressive, and it was very nice to see as I was visiting those development companies. While I was there, several of foreign buyers actually stopped in offices, and I was witnessing the real-time negotiations and communications between sales staff and actual buyers. I'd like to also mention that, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me here from FIAPSI Georgia and Property Georgia, but I also would like to mention that NAR, which is largest trade organization in the world with about 1.3 million members, been very active about cooperation between FIAPSI and NAR globally, right? As you see, NAR has taken several steps to be more engaged in different countries to bring NAR values, code of ethics, tools, and systems that different organizations and associations in each country can use. And as this transfer happens over time, especially Georgian National Association of Real Estate is up to this task. And I'm very happy to see that GNAR, the Georgian National Real Estate Association, and FIAPSI Georgia are coordinating their efforts, especially in this direction, to work with developers, being active together, organize events together. And I'm hoping very much that once pandemic is over, we will be able to see events that is planned together, as it happens also worldwide. I'm also happy to mention that I'm supported very much by Alina Ebi, who happens to be global coordinator for Eastern Europe and Africa. And I'm pretty sure she will be talking more right after me. I'm a little bit short on the time, and I hope.
Thank you very much, Lizo, for your interest, for your cooperation with us. And I hope very much that after this tough times will be over, we will have practical steps and some study visits, and to invite all the realtors from all over the world and to get connected with our members of the FIAPSI. Thank you very much, and have a safe flight.
Thank you.
And with this regard, as we have seen that Georgia supports, let's say, international society, international professionals, real estate professionals, realtors, I would like to invite our partner and friend, Ms. Alina, who is a global coordinator of this Realtors Association, and I would like to ask her briefly introduce herself and present us ideas and your short and long-term plans, how to contribute with Realtors Association, what we are all looking, because we're now closed, let's say, and we have a great product country as a real estate sector, and we would like to present and to put it once again on the global map, let's say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nutsa. Hello, everyone. Gamar Choba. I am very honored to be here in my quality of NAR Global Coordinator for Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Asia. And although my visits to Georgia in person have been derailed a little bit because of the COVID, I've been working with GNAR, the Georgian Real Estate Association, and with FIAPSI Georgia and Property Georgia for the past 2 years. And I am happy to say that my position allowed me, and it was a great opportunity doing this, to promote Georgia as a country, as a real estate investment opportunity, to get to know some developers in Georgia, which I had the pleasure to meet via Zoom for right now in the past few months, and get to know the country more, get to know the real estate community and how they work, how they do business in Georgia. And it gave me a great perspective, because this position, it's about creating also cooperation opportunities in the area, not only between US and Georgia, which is something that we do all the time and we have been doing in the past 2 years, but also with your neighboring countries. Being an enabler, being a liaison, if you wish, between Georgia and US and between the countries in the Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Africa as well, because I believe we are very connected. And I would like to say that another of my goals will be to also facilitate the communication and the working environment between developers and real estate professionals, because I think developers need real estate professionals in order to sell their developments. And I think nobody can do it better than them if you motivate them and you inform them about your product. And I believe that it's essential in any country in this profession. So I am again very happy to be here, and I will continue to promote the collaboration between NAR and FIABCI. I'm also a member of FIABCI, of course, and I'm very happy and honored to serve as a VP of Marketing and Networking Committee. My goal is to create opportunities and facilitate cooperation between developers and realtors in Georgia, and to promote Georgia into the US and in the neighboring countries.
Thank you very much for your, let's say, motivational speech, because of course we will have a good projects and we will have all the good results in upcoming years, and for this we are absolutely ready. So as we have seen that we have, let's say, an international network, and we have a good chances actually to get through these tough times. We have a great support from let's say, international level, from the international society and from the worldwide FIABCI family. And for this occasion, we have two very honorable guests. And I would like to ask World President, Mr. Jordi Riba, and Ms. Suzanne Greenfield, past, present, future president, to welcome our country, welcome Georgia, and to say some words how to be very, very effective in a short-term run in order to really prove that this small country, Georgia, has a great potential, and actually we deserve all this world, let's say, prizes, what we are doing. Thank you very much, and welcome.
Thank you very much, Notza. Hello to everyone. It's a great honor for me to be here today. And I would like to congratulate FIABCI Georgia chapter and the real estate industry in Georgia, because I think they are doing a great job to promote the country and the real estate industry. So I can say that today I know more about Georgia than a few weeks ago. So, and that's for all the work that the Georgian chapter is doing today. In FIABCI, this year we will try to do things differently. So that's why we will do the presentation with my colleague and with my right hand during this time, that the President-elect Suzanne Greenfield. So.
Thank you, World President, Mr. Jordi Riba. It's a pleasure to be here. And it's an honor to be here sharing the platform with you. Together, we've done some very remarkable things, and we will be doing a lot of exciting things for the future. And Jordi and I work really well together. We're a team, and we couldn't go forward without being together. And there's a big age difference between us. I want to tell you a little bit about the history of FIABCI, because it's an extraordinary history, and I'm fortunate to have been a part of that past since 1981. And I'm also fortunate to bring our history with me to blend it with the future, because I think it's important to blend the old with the new. Without a good foundation, you can't build a future. And so I'm kind of the foundation, and Jordi is the future, if you wish to use it that way. But I think it's important and relevant to understand how FIABCI was formed after the war, 5 countries came together. Actually, it began with the French property managers called CNAB. I don't believe that they still are members of FIAPSI, but they started in 1948, 46, 48. In that period of time, they had an international symposium in Paris, and they invited some people from other countries to attend. And it's where that idea of a global group of real estate professionals began. And the idea was to help rebuild Europe, to keep the peace. Europe had been decimated. Many countries, had no infrastructure. So the whole project really was supported by the FIAPSI members. And in 1951, FIAPSI was actually incorporated in Paris. By that time, other countries joined. And FIAPSI, as we know it today, really started with that foundation. And it's important to recognize that we're all professionals from different sectors. We're property managers, we're architects, we're real estate brokers, we're commercial developers, we're residential developers. We are everything under the umbrella of FIAPSI, a federation that brings together associations like NAR. NAR in the United States is a principal member, and they bring a wealth of knowledge and practices with them. So does the other associations around the world that are members, principal members of our FIAPSI chapters. So it's important to understand that FIAPSI can bring you, all of you, a way to develop relationships, because without a relationship in any business, there is no business. We all know, no matter what kind of business we're in, you have to have a relationship before you have business. FIAPSI gives you the foundation to develop business globally. Like no other organization, we are the only real, original, global association. Many other associations from different countries tried to develop their own international initiatives, but there is only one FIAPSI.
And we have an honor to be part of it, part of this global society, and to follow up the best cases of the European and Asian countries, and also American best cases. So, and thank you very much. Mr. Jordi, you would like to add something?
Yeah, that Susan said at the beginning that I was the future, I will be the future. It's not like that. I think the future is for FIAPSI and for all the members. So I'm just one part of it. And it's true that during the last couple of years, we have been working and analyzing everything, how to help our members and how to help our principal members develop more national and international. So we got a clear vision that we need to be global, ambitious, inclusive, sustainable, and hybrid. So because the times are changing and it's changing everything very quickly. So that FIAPSI needs to change very quickly. So that's why we identify 5 goals with the board of directors that we need to bring in the sooner future for FIAPSI. One of them is like a business platform that is already working, that we just signed an agreement with Bundling. So that's with the help of Susan. So I know Susan will explain more about this because she likes that.
Well, Bundling came to my attention when I was in a conversation with one of our chapters, the Netherlands, and I understood that they had this new platform for communication. We've been looking, evaluating, and discovering many of these platforms around the world, but none of them really fit for us because we don't want to compete with any of our principal members who have multiple listing services that are global. We want a platform of communication so that we can have an exclusive place for FIABCI members to be able to communicate with each other, exchange information, exchange ideas on all of the different sectors of our business, architects, property managers, developers. This will provide that. And it'll eliminate the need for all these chat rooms, these little small, very exclusive chat rooms that really only include certain members, but not everyone. This will be for all members, and we'll be able to communicate all over the world. And we're going to roll that out very shortly, and you're all going to be really excited about that. I know I am.
And I know that we'll be ready in the following month. So we hope that we can present that to all our members very soon. And as well, another point is like, we are working on education. That's why we signed an agreement months ago with a platform called SkillMe. It's a mentoring platform. And that we want to do is transfer the knowledge and the experience from our members to the real estate industry. That's why the members of this platform will be selected from FIABCI members, so they can share their skills worldwide. And that will be soon live as well. We are at the moment of testing, so we do believe that we will go live very soon, and that will help our members to grow in their aspects. As well, on education, we need to think about to do it as a designation. And as Susan said, it's not like a competition between our principal members. So we need to work with our principal members to define a clear designation for FIABCI. And that's what really need to do in the future, is work more closely to our principal members and to our members to have a better future. Then another point is like what Kate and Lika, they comment at the beginning, is like the PRIT Excellence Award. It's our capital platform. It's a very good platform to promote the developers and from each country. And I think we need to give that a great exposure. And on that point, I think we will sign we are discussing to sign an agreement with the Jacques Rougerie Foundation. Susan, do you want to say something about Jacques Rougerie?
Well, his vision is actually futuristic. It's developing, they're not actually established projects. It's futuristic projects, imaginative projects for underwater and at water. And so it's all related to water, and young, talented architects will have an opportunity to reveal their visions for the future. And we'll be able to award these young architects these special awards. It's a different category. It's the future for young architects.
Then as well, we need to think about the events. We know that it's a great exposure and it's a great place during the events to develop our relationships. So due to the COVID, we need to think how we can do it that and how we connect our members to each other. So that's why we want to try this of bundling, but as well, we need to think how we can improve our events worldwide. So we will work on that point as well. And then the last point is like the global consultancy between the public and the private sector. And here we will have a great or a good agreement with UN. So next year is the new urban monitoring lab ideas that they need to be presented in New York. So we already discussing with UN how the public sector and the private sector can make this approach together. So mainly these are the things that FIABCI will do it for the following year. It's not about 1 year, it's like a strategy that we have been shared with Susan for a long. So, and as we said with Susan together, it's not everything needs to do or needs to be for each member. Each member needs to find his own place in FIABCI.
I'd like to make a comment about that. You're right. I think that people always ask me, well, what are the benefits of being a member of FIABCI? And actually, there are so many opportunities for our members to take things that are important for them to grow those important factors and embrace them. It's what you can do with what you have on the plate of FIABCI. And it's like a menu. You pick and choose the things that are relevant and important for you that you can embrace. Some people prefer to work with new development or affordable housing. Some people prefer to work in property management. Other people prefer to work in development. Because we are an umbrella and we have so much to offer in the different sectors, those are the places that you can focus. But remember, what you do with what you have determines how successful you are. I have embraced FIABCI all these years, and my success is a result of my global initiatives, my reaching out. When I travel, I get to know the different FIABCI members who are always key players in their own markets. And I've discovered that FIABCI is not for everyone. It's for special people who are interested in growing themselves. And they reach out beyond their boundaries, beyond their borders, and they reach out for the world, for the globe, to bring business to their market, because we know our markets best. I only know Manhattan best. I don't know Georgia. I'll go and I'll learn, and I can bring people to the experts in Georgia, but I can't sell Georgia myself. I need you, okay? And that's where our relationships come in. So remember, without relationships, you have no business. And that's not just with your client, it's with your colleagues, your fellow real estate professionals around the globe who are FIABCI members.
Definitely. Thank you so much for this outstanding speech. Of course, we will be involved. Of course, we will be switched. Of course, we will have a great friendship. And once again, thank you very much for joining us and for your support, actually. And now we would like to show you and all the panelists and attendees how we have achieved actually all these developments for this short period of time. I mean, how Georgia became a real regional hub of real estate and tourism, and how the sector generates great outcomes and values for Georgian economy, and how we attract foreign investors, local investors, and how we work actually. And I would like to ask our friend, Mr. Irakli Lauridze, who is CEO of Colliers Georgia, and who will professionally tell us what is this country about and how it is manageable to do real estate business in Georgia, actually. Greetings, Irakli.
Good evening, everyone. It's really an honor for me to present Georgia to this audience on this webinar. I prepared a short presentation. As you all probably know, we are tracking the Georgian real estate market basically on a daily basis, and I will just show you how it is performing based on the first 6 months. And we'll compare the numbers also with 2019, 2020, and 2021. I will start with residential market, which is, most of you know that it's the largest real estate market in Georgia. And of course, Tbilisi is the largest market in Georgia in the residential. Here we have charts where you can see that Basically, you can say that Tbilisi residential market recovered quite quickly. For instance, if you compare first half of 2019 numbers, which we had around 16,000 transactions, of course, we had a drop in 2020 because of obvious reasons because of the pandemic. But in 2021, we will see that number of transactions are basically more than we had in 2019. The market value actually remained more or less the same. It was $740 million in 2019, and it's almost the same number we have in 2021. So basically, we can say that Tbilisi residential market showed quite a good resilience and quite a good recovery in terms of number of transactions and in terms of number of the total market value. In terms of the prices, we have some slight decrease on average prices. For instance, on new development flats, we had a weighted average price of $715. Now it's $697, but it is mostly driven by the fact that the structure of demand slightly changed. So there is more demand on the economy class, where of course the prices are lower. Therefore, we have slight decrease there, but we don't think it's a considerable decrease. A few words about residential market in Batumi as well, which is second largest market in residential. We here see that we have even better results after pandemic. If you compare in 2019, number of transactions increased from 4,401 to 5,139. And the market value also increased considerably from 180 million to 218 million. Here we also see that increases in the prices as well compared to 2019. So basically, in a few words, we can say that both Batumi and the Tbilisi residential markets are showing very good resilience to this crisis that we're all facing, and it's recovering quite fast, which is very promising, and it basically tells that it's a very healthy market and has a very big potential going forward, due to the fact that Georgia is still on its road to the urbanization. Our urbanization rate is around 55% now, and we expect that it will grow at least to 75% in coming 10-15 years. So a lot of potential in residential market, both in Tbilisi and in Batumi. A few words about office market. Office market basically also showed some resilience to the crisis, and if you see that the average weighted prices basically remained the same. We have some increase in the vacancy, but it's more of a structural vacancy because we have a couple of new business centers coming to the market, and of course, when new business centers come to the market, the total market vacancy increases, but we think that in coming 2 to 3 years, it will stabilize and will go to the market standard, which is approximately 12-15% of vacancy rate in the business centers. A few words about retail markets. On the retail market, on the high streets, we see some decrease in the weighted average prices, but not very considerable changes. It went from almost $35 to $29. But on the street retail, we have here some increase in the vacancies, which is of course also very natural to the crisis. The spending power is decreasing, and it's of course the high street retails are reacting accordingly. A few words about the shopping centers. I can say that in shopping centers, average weighted rental prices, you can say that it decreased slightly, but not considerably. And what we also monitored in the shopping centers, that the owners and the landlords showed let's say, a good attitude, and they did all they could do to retain the tenants, which we think was a very, very smart strategy going forward. And also what we see on the market here is that rents are changing from the fixed rents and are moving towards to more turnover-based rents, which is also very natural, taking consideration the high risk environment that we are all facing in the world. And this is very few words about the market. And of course, I'll be more than pleased to share with you these numbers. And I think the organizers can also send it to you. And of course, if you have questions, happy to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Irakli. Thanks, Irakli, a lot. Now it's I have some. Okay, I will stay without video. It's no problem. And now I would like to start to sharing you my video about the company I represent. And this is I am actually CEO of Schuchmann Group. This is one of the, let's say, German-Georgian holding company. We are based in Kakheti region. So as I mentioned before, Georgia has a great regions, which is famous with the nature. And in my case, so I represent wine region. This is a Georgian wine, which has 8,000 years of winemaking story. And we are very proud, Georgians are very proud to have a wine because this is a great history and also our traditional, let's say, traditional history, and UNESCO is protected as well, our very important sector. So in this case, we have decided to build a resort and resort development, let's say, project. And we are based in Kakheti, as I mentioned, in the Alazani Valley, and with a great view of Caucasus Mountains. For this, we have in our infrastructure, we have built wine cellars, wine production, hotel, restaurant, wine spa, and we have 2 years ago entered the real estate sector. So I would say that we are very new company on the real estate market, and we have actually we are offering to people who have a dream to have a wine, to have a vineyards, and have a real estate in Chateau. We are offering them the possibility to buy villa, to buy real estate, and get part of our family, of our Schuchmann family, and benefit with all the advantages what this country has, together with hospitality, wine production, gastronomy, and etc. So, and this project is very authentic because we have built everything in a very ancient and authentic style, because this is region and we are in a village, and this is kind of resort, and that's why we think that this is very one of the unique projects. And as Georgia is very interesting for people, for guests, for international society, for foreign investors, then now we are deciding to go to the West Georgia and to present our concept, of course, with wine and dine and wine spa to our guests in West Georgia, as we're now in East Georgia. This is very interesting when we don't have only in a capital, for instance, as Mr. Irakli mentioned, not only residential real estate project, not only office spaces are quite interesting for business perspective, but also in villages, in regions, and something built with the nature and resilience. So, and I'm very proud to be as well FIABCI Vice President and future President. And for this reason, now I would like to invite our colleague for International Remax Capital, Ms. Maria Masetiani, to comment on how we work actually together, how you succeed with your plans in terms of sales, and what is the interest from international, let's say, investors.
Hello, everyone. Warm greetings from Georgia. It's awesome. I was just thinking whether to say good morning, good day, or good evening. And it's great that I don't know how to greet you because we are in different countries, different time, but we know for certain that we are in FIABCI and we are happy to be together because FIABCI unifies us. And that's why, first of all, let me express my gratitude towards FIABCI Global for seeing the potential of our real estate market and for making Georgia a part of FIABCI family in June 2019, just several months before the world was shaken and changed by COVID-19. Pandemic really changed our lives and beliefs and behaviors, and of course, it changed our real estate markets as well. So in this challenging time, we once again witnessed that it's very important to have communication. Let it be online, let it be with social distancing, but still to have communication, networking, sharing, exchanging experience. And I believe that FIABCI is all about this. I want to thank Liga and Katie and Property Georgia for this great initiative that time. For making Georgia a chapter of FIABCI, and with this, starting the new chapter of Georgian real estate markets. I'm honored to present Remax, real estate global brokerage company in Georgia, and represent FIABCI Georgia in the executive board. A few words regarding Remax in Georgia. Might be interesting how international company feels and works on this market. We entered this market in 2014, and since that we are promoting Georgian real estate market to our global clients and investors as one of the most attractive investment opportunities. We succeeded in closing up a number of international multi-million transactions, attracting FDIs to Georgia in real estate and tourism and agriculture and construction and development fields. And as a result, throughout our full 6-year history in Georgia, we were named 3 times as in top 3 companies in commercial sales among more than 7,000 Remax franchises worldwide. And this is the achievement, which is the excellent reference to the local market. It shows, and it's an important message, that the Georgian real estate market has high potential due to many reasons that I would like briefly mention today. Coming back to Nuta's question, what attracts investors? I think this will be a great answer. However, the factors are really many, but I would like to just briefly list down main reasons what we identify with our customers. First, this is the excellent nature and excellent geopolitical and eco-location of Georgia. Good weather, favoring environmental conditions, which is important now and will be probably more and more important with the increasing global climate change threats. Most of our buyers of investment properties say that first they visited Georgia as tourists and they were so much poisoned by beauty and hospitality of this country that they came back to do business. Second, it's simplicity of procedures and low bureaucracy. You will hardly find a country, probably, especially in our region, where you will be able to register a company and real estate transaction just in one day, even in a couple of hours, with so-called single window concept. So it's very easy to do business and to do transaction in real estate, on real estate field. Third, it's probably low property registration fee and low ownership and tenancy taxes, which attracts investors and also international buyers. Here again, you will hardly find a country where real property sales transaction cost as low as $15. No property tax for residential ownership or sales. Corporate property taxes is just 1%, and land tax is really very low and varies from region to region. Tenancy tax is as low as 5% for residential properties, and only for commercial real estate income, the taxes to income tax is 20%. The next reason that I would outline is of course, the increasing tourism, the steadily increasing numbers in tourists before COVID, and not matured yet construction market, incentive programs, which were introduced by government in technological development, innovation, agricultural fields. That's helped a lot of investors and startups to start their businesses here and made Georgia interesting for them. Speaking of tourism, of course, it was slowed down in COVID time, but after the lockdown, Georgia proved that it's still interesting for visitors because the number of tourists are getting back. So Georgia is getting back, it's regaining its position quite quickly. Another reason why Georgia is attractive for investors is I would say good match of intellectual resources, good command of foreign languages, and low labor costs that we leverage in our country. And of course, last reason that I would like to list today, but I think the main reason is very high yields. And this is probably unlike from matured markets and developed markets where the annual yields from rented properties 4%. In our country, it varies from 8 to 12%. So this is the reason why rented properties are so much demanded, and not only by international buyers, but for our local customers as well. So geopolitical and eco-location, easiness of doing business, low bureaucracy, steadily increasing tourists before COVID, but also return visitors after the lockdown, not matured yet construction market, and extremely high yields of rented properties probably are those favorable factors why Georgia is so much attractive for investors. We believe that after pandemic hopefully finishes, which with all this our activities and with all government and private collaboration with sustainable economic policy, and using the opportunity of international platforms like FIABCI and also other associations, it will be able to leverage the potential of our investments market even in better way than we do it today. And those challenges that COVID-19 brought to us, we can use as our opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mariam. And together we can, of course, promote countries as Georgia and present all the advantages, what you listed already. So what are the benefits actually? And we can actually succeed together. Thank you very much. And now we are going to the first, our very important developer and our member, our board member of FIABCI Georgia, Ms. Nada Sijinava, who represents one of the biggest and very important development company, Alliance Group, who are building in all of the regions of Georgia, including the capital of Tbilisi, and who were #1 developers who have already imported from outside, let's say from international markets, international brands, international standards, and very modern approaches in real estate market. Ms. Nada, please, floor is yours.
Dear Nutsa, thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. First of all, I'd like to thank you for organizing this webinar and for bringing the real estate professionals together. My name is Nata. I represent the leading construction development company, Alliance Group, today. Let me share my screen with you. I have a presentation prepared. So first of all, I'd like to mention that Alliance Group is the leading Georgian construction development company that has been operating on the real estate market for more than 16 years. The total investment value created by Alliance Group projects is more than $845 million, being spent in more than 2 million square meters built and developed. Having an innovative approach to the development business has always kept Alliance Group on top of the game with by creating special investment opportunities, the multifunctional projects of global importance, by incorporating the international brands as our partners into the project, as well as creating the projects with the landmark design. Today, I'd like to draw your attention to the most recent and the largest scale project that we have recently developed, Alliance Centropolis. Alliance Centropolis is located in the beautiful seaside city of Batumi. It consists of 3 towers. As you can see, we have A, B, and C blocks with 45, 50, and 45 floors respectively. Alliance Centropolis, so you can already imagine the scale, but apart from that, Alliance Centropolis is the most diverse project that we have ever worked on. And let me explain why. In Alliance Centropolis, we have a very important partnership with the first World Trade Center in the whole region. The World Trade Center partnership is extremely important because the projects that Alliance Group is concentrated on mainly are all investment oriented, which means that our main aim is to create the product, to create the complex, which is multifunctional and is helping our investors to get additional profit from their investment. By integrating the World Trade Center into the project, it means that we're already creating a unique regional hub of MICE tourism in Georgia, which is rising the occupancy rate at the apartments, and what is also very important, it is making the occupancy rate stable throughout the year. Together with the first World Trade Center in the region, the project will also host the 5-star Hyatt Centric Boulevard Batumi Hotel, as well as the A-class business center, the shopping center, 3 levels of underground parking, top-class restaurants, bars, the hotel type facilities like spa center, fitness center, swimming pools, entertainment center, cinema, and so on. So this is what I mean when I say that this project, Alliance Centropolis, will be like a city within a city. As mentioned before, we have just started the sales of the project. So there are a list of benefits that the early birds can benefit from. As for example, the lowest price level available starting from $1,375 per square meter, the most flexible payment terms with 20% down payment and the 48 months of in installment, which is completely interest-free. There is also no down payment for the complete fit out of the apartment, and obviously the widest range of apartments to choose from. One of the main benefits and the thing that distinguishes Alliance Group projects is that we're trying, and we have been doing this for years already, we're making the local go global. Among our partners, we can list such huge hotel chains as Marriott International, Wyndham Hotel Group, Hyatt Hotel Corporation, the World Trade Centers Association, which we're very proud of, the apartment exchange network like Interval International, as well as the international management companies of the apartments, such as McInerney Hospitality International and the Swiss Sophos Hotels SA. So, as mentioned before, the main aim is to incorporate the international brands to help the investors gain as much yield to their investment as possible. Early investing at the early stage of the construction also guarantees the real estate price index growth to be at its highest potential. The difference between initial and final stages of the construction that we expect is to be more than 130%. The investment payback period is also as short as 5 to 7 years, with the return on investment to be annually up to from 12 to 15%. As the previous presenters also mentioned, the ease of doing business, the ease of registration of the property, as well as the ease of getting the residence permit, for example, through the investment, is what is attracting the investors from all around the world to partner with Alliance Group and become the part of something global. Thank you very much for your attention and wish you a pleasant rest of the webinar.
Thank you very much for your very overwhelming presentation and your very international attitude to this business and attracting international chains, and which is very positively for our touristic market, of course. Now I would like to ask Ms. Nutsa Khidir-Begishvili to join us with her presentation. Nutsa. Once again, Nutsa.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, please.
Just a second, I will.
Yes, please, no problem.
For some reason, I can't start my video because host has stopped it. Okay.
Okay, very good.
Hello. Now I will share my screen.
Now we will move to the ski resort, to the Gudauri, to the beautiful Gudauri, right? To the mountain ski resort. And Nutsa is going to present her very nice project. This is in a very interesting part of the Georgia.
Sorry, just a second. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
So, greetings to all. Thank you for your attention, and many thanks to FIABC team for organizing such an interesting webinar where we can exchange such an useful information and discuss the world and Georgian real estate market. My name is Nutsa. I will present Marshall Development Ltd. And today I will briefly discuss our first multifunctional project in a Gudauri ski resort. Its name is Marshall Gudauri. Okay. Just one moment. This is our project. Our company itself was founded on 2018. Our first vast project we decided to launch in Gudauri due to many fascinating advantages that we saw there. Our primary goal is to create premium class product in response to the high standards of 21st century. As for the future plans, we also intend to move to the capital, to Tbilisi. We have very interesting locations for the future projects. So now a few words about what we do in general. We are developers with our own construction company. For the time being, we're oriented on our ongoing Marshall Gudauri project that you see on the screen. Block 1 has been already finished and inspected. And as for the Block B, we have pre-construction phase, and we will begin works at the end of this summer. So I don't want to take a lot of time. I will try to be very fast. So let's briefly talk about the project. On the slide, you can see these two individual blocks. So that form a beautiful multifunctional complex in the heart of Gudauri. Let me speak about the advantages of the project. Buying an apartment and to rent out can be a highly profitable real estate investment strategy. Renting out an apartment in Gudauri offers dependable rental income as apartment vacancy rates are extremely low and demand is consistently high. So the first advantage of our project's location, we are located in very heart of Gudauri, which highly supports rental demand throughout the year. I can say that now, currently, even though we have very tough situation and pandemics in the country, our rooms, the rooms that are in our property are fully busy. 80% of them are busy in this season. Another advantage of our project is the facilities that are located within the territory. You can find everything there, starting from restaurant, cafes, supermarkets, drugstore, swimming pools, and etc. Another advantage is rental service that we offer to our potential and residents that are living now there and having the apartments at Marshall Gudauri. We cooperate with one of the the leading company in Georgia in terms of rental service. So we offer the lowest commission and the highest, we provide the highest, the best quality services to the clients. We are, at the same time, we manage the project, we provide maintenance service. By the way, our project is located in such a location that it's very easy to ski into the territory, and it is also located in 300 meters from ski lift, the main ski lift in Gudauri Ski Resort. We have a lot of parking spaces that Lex Gudauri Ski Resort. We have 80 underground parking spaces and 35 open ones. In both buildings, you can find 200 apartments. We deliver them fully renovated, and in case clients needs, we can offer furnished apartments. Marshall Gudauri also offers very competitive prices. You can buy finished apartment by around $1,300 per square meter. We can offer the higher return on investment, 5-7 years. It's just the standard IRR and yield outcomes comparing to other resorts. As for the Gudauri, Gudauri is one of the most distinguished and very popular resorts among the tourists. And there are a lot of, transit movement throughout the year. Even now it's very busy coming out from the current situation. So it has a lot of potential, and I think that it has a very successful forecast for the future. It's the main issue that it's located in 1 hour and a half from Tbilisi airport. It has 64 kilometers of slopes, and there are a lot of activities that can be done by the tourists. Heli ski is allowed. Paragliding is also very popular. So nowadays, investing in Gudauri, I think it's very rational decision. This is my presentation in general. This is our gallery, our apartments, our lobby. This is our also common spaces, ski depot that we have a lot there. And that's it. I hope I didn't take your time.
Thank you. Thank you for your good presentation. It's actually too hot, and we would like to go to Gudauri and have some good experience for skiing.
Very beautiful there. It's even more beautiful in summer than in winter, from my point of view. So it's really very busy now. There are a lot of tourists there.
So what is also interesting that this is not only, let's say, a winter resort where you can have a different kind of skiing activities, but also you can have some hiking, some interesting, I don't know, picnics or this kind of stuff with seeking some good nature, right? So now I would like to ask also one of our member company who also represents very interesting project, Mr. Misha Koplatadze. Please join us. Thank you. So now after Gudauri, where we're gonna be?
Hello again. Thank you very much. Just a minute. At first, I will share my screen and the chart.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to greet you and to wish you to have a successful and fruitful webinar. Thanks a lot to FIABC Georgia for this opportunity first, of course. Development and construction company, York Towers, has been one of the active players in the real estate market for already 5 years. Our head office is located in Georgia. However, our company is international, and you can encounter our branches in various countries, such as Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Egypt, and Ukraine. In addition to this, we plan to widen our borders and open offices in the other partner countries of Georgia. Priority to our company is to create eco-friendly environment, assure energy efficiency, and care about the well-being and security of the people who have chosen York Towers. Therefore, 40% of our projects concentrate on recreation zones, and we built multifunctional residential complexes where every detail is create perfect living conditions is taken into consideration. It is noteworthy that York Towers is one of the largest employers in the Georgian market. We have 450 employees, and most of them are Georgian citizens who stand out for their professionalism and a positive attitude towards customers. In addition to this, we have invited field experts from many countries that strengthen our company with their experience and wide international contents. We cooperate with the companies that have obtained ISO certificates, and at the same time we are members of such a large-scale organizations as the FIABC, ICC, and so on. It is worth noting that during the COVID-19 pandemic, we have not stopped working even for a day. We worked in accordance with the directives and the recommendations of the government and Ministry of Health. Therefore, our company has not stopped any of the projects, and none of the employees were left jobless. Correspondingly, we have fulfilled important phases of the project and took steps forward, naturally, ban on travels, currency devaluation, state of emergency, and regulations had of course affected the businesses, especially real estate and tourism industry. Nevertheless, government aids and subsidiary programs, also our inner efficient anti-crisis plan, international contacts, and the strong capital gave us opportunity not to increase prices and remain the quality that picks out York Towers from this difficult situation. Our expectations are highly positive due to improved epidemiological situation and successful negotiations with our partners from targeted countries that are ready to increase and widen investment scope in Georgia, which itself is an additional contribution to the state budget and guarantee of a successful fulfillment of our projects. We already have accomplished circa 20 projects that gained our company huge experience. Our superiorities are high qualified, affordable prices, and properly chosen locations. At this stage, we are building a multifunctional complex in Tabakhmela called Yorktown. Projects include a private house villas, apart hotels, spa center, trading and business center, picnic and child entertainment zones, bikeways. Even though the area is surrounded by the forest, the river is running around the Yorktown, and territory is covered by green. 40% of the project focus on recreational zones. And in the frame of it, we are eager to plant 6,000 trees. Yorktown is located in 20 minutes from Tbilisi, which gives people opportunity to create their wishful environment in a clean air, peace, and contemporarily planned interior and exterior, with full service package, which will also make inhabitants' lives easier. Crucial is that every material we use for the constructions is ecologically clean and satisfies ISO standards. The second project that we implement in parallel, and it's almost finished, it's called Lisi View, residential complex near Lisi Lake, with the spectacular views and ultra-modern architecture. Everything that is connected with the project Lisi View starting from construction materials, technology, ending with groundwater and air, is aimed to maintain natural environment and harmonious inhabitants. Company Yorktown also owns investing areas in Bazaleti and Scheta and new projects in Batumi, 2 minutes from the sea. In the near future, we are eager to start some new and important projects that are in process of planning and soon will be introduced to population. Our website, yorktowers.com, is constantly updated, so therefore we would be glad if you visit and find out more about us. Thank you very much again to FIABC Georgia for an amazing opportunity to participate in such a webinar.
Thank you, Mr. Mikhail, very much for your very interesting project and your, let's say, pipelines that you have several locations, what you are going, your projects. And this is very important that I think all of the developers have in pipeline, so which is very promising and good, many things has to be done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now I would like to invite Mr. Davud Ostadi, who represents City International and who is also our board member in FIABC Georgia. Mr. Davud? Maybe he has some technical problem. Yeah, now we can see him. Mr. Davud, please.
Hi, how are you?
Thank
Have
you.
You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and you have little bit limited time as we are a little bit
Of course, but first of all, for dear Sir Board President and Miss Board President elected, all dear colleagues and all dearest who follow the webinar, it's honor me to be participant of in this seminar. And now share my presentation. Share it. Is it shared?
Yes, we can see your presentation. Please.
Okay. I divided my presentation in 2 parts. First of all, introduction of OWS, and then in representative of Georgian real estate, I will talk about some comparative advantage, also competitive advantage. And unfortunately, I don't have more time to talk about the absolute advantage. And I hope so after pandemic, we host of all guests in Georgia, and initiative showed this potential. Our company, what we do, optimizer for the foreigner peoples who comes for investment, and what we do in high yielding your reliable income plus price increase. This is the objective which our company do for it. I would like to talk about the competitive advantage. Georgia remains an attractive market among countries in the region. Georgia is located in crossroad between Europe and Asia. Its strategic location makes it a natural logistic logistics and transit hub along the new Silk Road, linking Asia and Europe via the Caucasus. Prices have increased by, according to my friend talk about the Mr. David in Colaris company, prices have increased by 200% for residential and 300% for commercial real estate since 2003. Statistics show the rank of real estate in case of turnover goes up from 4 to 3 during this time. And also in comparative advantage, new construction and renovation, new construction and renovation in Tbilisi and Batumi. Numerous hotels have been built or are under construction in Tbilisi, Batumi, Koboleti, along the Black Sea, and new destination in Georgia, because of the Georgia has more potential in so many places, have make attractive for foreigner peoples who comes and invest. Unestimated, absolutely, I wanted to talk about the visitors of Georgia. The visitors of Georgia, as you know, and some for introduction, the population of Georgia, it's not more than 4 million people, but the tourists who comes in 2019 is more than twice of the population of Georgia. This is a good potential for Georgia, and this is not the exact location of this country, and it's, I think, grow up after the it will be grow up and increase after the pandemic. But just an estimate for my last talk, I wanted to talk an estimated talk about 20,752. 1 moment. This is the photo of 2012 in Batumi and 2019. An estimated talks about 22,752 homes were built over 2018 to 2019 as a response to the increased demand. The demand in Batumi, and of course I thought better to talk, Batumi is the second, one of the booming places for tourists and is a good destination side of Black Sea. And also in otherwise, I would like to talk about the people, foreigners, people. Georgia have a huge potential for foreigner investors to run their business on the section of capital, construction company, property management, and hospitality industrial. And also for my last sentence, Georgia is located in an active seismic zone, and so firms with experts in building to standards that improve residence to earthquake are in demand. I hope so have. Oh, this is the last.
Yes, no.
Yes. And I hope so my information makes you, but it's not complete. My time is over. hope so to we have good presentation by as the Mr. President and all guys told for campaigning to talk about more options to have advertising of the potential in Georgia to all the countries, because at the moment some locals and some traditional destination, for example Azerbaijan, Russian, Armenia, Iran, and some other like the neighbors of Georgia knows more or buy for and invest or capital in the country. But I hope so the new zone find the new zone and find the new destination to come in Georgia and have a huge investment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dawood, for your support and for, let's say, your marketing activities, what you are doing for and promoting Georgia and different kind of regions to your colleagues, to your friends in your country and outside as well. Thank you. Now I would like to also invite our board member, Ms. Tata, who represents APART Development. Tata, please.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you, FIABC Georgia and its representatives, to be here with you. It's our pleasure to be member and of FIABC Georgia and to participate in this such kind of webinar. Let me introduce first of all myself. My name is Tata Gebwate. I'm CEO of the company APART Development, and I'd like to share my screen right now to present the company and the project we are currently working on. The company APART Development was founded in during the pandemic period in 2019, but the company has a great and big experience in developing and construction field. Even the team is completed with the professional managers and experts in their field. So the holding APART Development includes few directions. So it's development, construction, and design and renovation teams. So we try to cover all the process and manage everything to offer more comfort to our customers. Actually, the aim of the company is to create projects that will be tailored to our users' needs and wishes, and on the other hand, to renew life in old Tbilisi. We build construction in accordance with the high standard, sophisticated exterior, effective interior planning, and most importantly is that we build in best location of the city. The location itself, I mean, the project we are currently working on called Old City Panorama, and it's located in the heart of Old Town and has really magnificent panoramic view through the whole city. It's, I mean, general overview what we do and what we offer to our customers. So the project itself includes such kind of benefits like private and shared pools,
Hello?
Yes. ნუცა ისმის რაღაც მოუვიდა აშკარად.
ეხა აგრძელებთ ხო ალბათ ატა?
მე ნაჩ.
Anisha. Yes. Hello. Ismis უკაცრავად.
Ismis Nuța.
Ismis. I think connection problem.
Ტექნიკური შეფერხება იყო. Sorry, it was some technical problem, and now we will resume. Tata, please.
I think Tata is not with us yet.
Maybe she had some problems as well. We can wait for her like 30 seconds, or then we can move to another participant. Okay.
Yes, and then we can get her back. Just we will check.
Okay.
Hello again. I'm very sorry. Am I on or off?
No, we can hear you. We can hear you. It was a technical problem. Yes.
I'm very sorry.
Can you
I
resume?
think I've lost connection. Should I continue? Yes. Actually, this was the last slide I wanted to share. Just to have a view on our project. I was mentioning that the project is interesting for investors because of the location, because of the rent fee, high ROI rate, and so on. The project, as I mentioned, is located in the old town, and this is the way we are trying to continue our process and building materials. I'm sorry. I think I've finished, and sorry for my connection once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is a really very beautiful project because in Old City there is a very rare new projects because Old City remains as an old city, and we're waiting for this amazing project in our beautiful capital. Thank you, Tata, very much.
Thank you.
I would like to invite our partner, our good friend, managing partner of Solvit, Mr. Levan Morchiladze, who is supporting FIAPSI Georgia from the beginning and making us seen and IT based in international level, let's say. Mr. Levan, are you here?
Yes, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for such opportunity to participate in this very interesting event. And once again, I would like to mention that company Solvit is digital partner of this event, and I would like to present our company Solvit. A very short and brief information about our company. Do you see the presentation screen?
Not yet. Maybe you can make it once again.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yes, now we can see.
Yes. Well, as you see, our slogan is "Future needs are digital," and brief information about our company was basically established in 2013 by three friends, by Reza Lomtatidze, who is managing partner and general director of the company, Nicholas Katidadze, Chief Information Officer, and David Yubrashvili, Chief Technology Officer. Basically, our team provides IT services to medium-sized and large enterprises in Georgia and abroad. We are proud to be first select consulting partner of AWS in Georgia. It is Amazon Web Services in our region. next step is that we aim to export our service internationally. So we got certified with ISO for the scope of providing IT services. As for the team, our team consists of 25 qualified IT engineers, all external services as its accountancy, HR, marketing, we have all outsourced. So basically we are concentrated on our major job, which is to provide qualified IT service to our partner companies. And our team holds more than 40 internationally recognized IT certificates, which is a good advantage and one of the most major benefits for our company and competitive advantage. To move on our next slide and to inform you about our services, we have four main directions. First, it's IT outsourcing. Next one is IT consulting. It is very useful service for the top management and partners and shareholders of various companies, because we do IT strategy, IT planning, architect of the IT infrastructure, and we do IT business continuity plan, which is very crucial and important nowadays. Generally in 2021, when pandemic is still active. Our third service is managed services, which is new to Georgian market, but it is very well known to world market. It is several services. For instance, backup as a service. We monitor as a service our client company's infrastructure, and the model is very flexible. They don't have to make some capital expenditures, just operational expenditure as pay-as-you-go model. And our fourth direction, it is future of our business. As I have mentioned, that we are the selected partner of AWS. We do cloud transformation and migration and cloud optimization. It doesn't mean that all infrastructure of our client companies move to cloud. We do also hybrid models. Basic infrastructure stays on site and some infrastructure goes in cloud. And to start with IT outsourcing, the major direction is system administration, network administration, and database administration, as well system integration, and implementation of several IT infrastructures. We cooperate with local and international companies on Georgian market as construction and development companies, financial institutions, Credo Bank, Pasha Bank. We do the merger of Credo Bank and Finca Bank in terms of IT. We serve several international companies which have representatives in Georgia, as Council of Europe, UN Women, and so on and so on. And so we cover all the industries which are represented in Georgia, and some international companies which have branches and affiliations in Tbilisi. We are very proud to be partners of well-known brands as it's Cisco, Checkpoint, McAfee, and HP, and so on and so on. This is a very short and brief information about our company. If you would like to know more about us or cooperate with us or use some of our services, we are more than welcome to make face-to-face meeting or meeting via Zoom.
Thank you very much. As your slogan is "Future needs are digital," of course, real estate as well is digital, to be digitalized, let's say, and this is the future of effective operation and everything. So you will confirm that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now we have also one of our members of FIABC Georgia, Ms. Nata Skhetladze. I would like to ask her to make a presentation of Silk Group and GeoSilk Group projects, which are very interesting. And Nata, please, floor is yours.
Good evening, Mr. President of FIAPSI and to all of attendees. And I am Natia Srivladze, and I would like, to behalf of HMN2 Group, to thank you for giving us this opportunity to presenting you our company. We are a real estate facility management company established since 2019, and having a main activities selling and renting all kinds of properties in Georgia. Additionally to our facility management services such as rental management, medical, cleaning, pest control, and more. And this by daily, weekly, monthly, seasonally, and yearly contract. Our main objectives is to deliver all our services to our clients under one phone number in a very professional as all. Our technical teams are internally trained. We are make sure to deliver our services 100% on time. And our services are divided into segments, and we think that it's very, very important. First segment is very actually segment today. It's pest control, cleaning, and disinfection. All these services are in close connection with each other, like a chain. Second segment is CCTV, plumbing, electromechanical, and more. And third segment is architecture, design, gardening, and more too. And I think that it's a new word in Georgian market, our company, and with so many services we went to offer customers comfort and avoid unnecessary expense. We also believe that the development of our business will contribute to the development of foreign investment in Georgia, and we think it will be useful for investors and Georgian economy. Everything in one place, it's our motto, and we think it will be beneficial for many work with us. We are actually operating in Tbilisi and soon will be operating in Batumi as well. That's all. Good luck, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Natia. Wish you all success with your future development, what you have already mentioned and planned, and wish you all success. And we have a last panelist, Ms. Mariam Demuria, who is a chairwoman of GNRA and also board member of FIAPSI Georgia, and she will present her activity and maybe more in the future perspective, how we can bring a sector on the international level and make good results with each developers and each project, of course.
Hello, thank you so much for the introduction. I'm Mariam, as mentioned, chairperson of the Georgian National Association of Real Estate. So we represent a union of real estate agents and brokers with the aim to develop the real estate service standards in Georgia. And we do this by providing education tools and networking opportunities for our members. It's worth mentioning that in 2018, we became bilateral partners with the National Association of Realtors in Boston. And this was actually where we met our honorary guests, who we have here today, Gizor and Alina. I would just like to thank, obviously, everyone that is involved today in creating this event, but also particularly a huge thank you to Gizor and Alina, who have really contributed to the development of the real estate brokerage industry in Georgia. We are now, as mentioned, we're principal members of FIAPSI. Hopefully we'll also get the opportunity to meet with Jordi and Susan in the near future, and all of our other guests who haven't been in Georgia so far. My colleagues have saved me the time, and I see I no longer need to talk about investment opportunities and the investment climate in Georgia, as my colleagues did a great job in introducing this to you. What I would like to focus on is, firstly, I'm pleased to see the success of today's webinar. It's a true testament to the work that we do as associations, both FIAPSI and the Georgian National Association, being able to put together such webinars, and FIAPSI Georgia and particularly Property Georgia do a great job in creating really high quality events for our members and our industry professionals. And this really shows, I think, today. What I would also like to mention is that today we were presented with really fantastic investment opportunities. But I would like to also go back to the professionals behind the transactions. So you're presented with these investment opportunities, but how do you choose which one is the right one for you? This, I believe, is where the brokers and the agents that we work with come in. They're really the ones who can consult with you. They can work with you throughout the whole entire transaction process and really introduce you to the Georgian climate. What we do is we focus on certifying these professionals, particularly with the help and of the partnership with NAR. We are able to create educated, already we can call them realtors here in Georgia. And I think this is a great opportunity and a great step for us to really achieve the international standards in the industry. We have spoken about the cooperation between developers and brokers, and as I know from the communications that I've had, developers are keen to work with international brokers and realtors within Georgia, and I hope that this cooperation continues. So thank you very much for everyone who attended today. As I mentioned, we have a great network of property professionals who can introduce you throughout to the entire transaction process and help you throughout. Thank you and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Mariam, very much. And of course, together we will achieve more success. Now I would like to ask all participants, all our panelists, our friends to switch on the cameras, as this is like Zoom conference and this format allows us to be, let's say, showed up once again. As we had many questions, but we skipped this because actually all the informations and speeches were quite informative. We just received very warm greetings from our, let's say, colleague chapters from all over the world. And I would like to, on behalf of FIAPSI Georgia, also greet all our attendees, all our friends and partners worldwide. And I would like to ask our very honorable guests, Ms. Susan and Mr. Jordi, just to comment at the end, that just to finalize and close our today's very interesting session. Ms. Susan?
I can't, oh, there we go.
Yes.
Jordi?
Good. Finalize our today's meeting and just to comment and recommend us how to cope with the not easy times, especially for the small country as Georgia.
Well, I want to congratulate you. I'm sorry, Jordi.
No, go ahead, Susan, go ahead.
For your wonderful professional membership. And I think that it's a very good start, perhaps a little long, but you've got so much to say and so much to share. I think that this is the way that we can go forward, by sharing information globally with each other And these platforms during these times especially are very valuable, very important. I think that we can grow our membership by using these webinars. And so I congratulate you on the initiative and thank you very much. It's an honor to be sharing the platform with our world president, Jordi Ribó, and with all of you. That's all I can say.
So thank you very much to all. I think it was a great explanation about Georgia, and as you say, how the small countries can go farther and international. Well, now I'm winning. I'm the winner of that because Andorra is smaller than Georgia. So, but there is one thing that I know, that you need to be the ambassadors of your own country, and you need to explain the good things of Georgia that you are explaining today to the world. I think it's like, if you don't believe in yourself, you believe in your country, if you go to the events, you go to the meetings, that's the best thing that you can do to promote your own country. At the end, it doesn't matter if the business comes to your personal or to your colleague. The important is the business that comes to your country, so that there will be opportunities for all of you. So that's the idea that Andorra got years ago to promote the country. As I will say to Susan, it's much easier to serve Manhattan than Andorra, but FIABCI that gives you these opportunities to everyone at the same level. So I think today it was great to see all the projects in Georgia, and you changed the mind of a lot of people that they were following the webinar. So thank you very much to all.
Once again, thank you very much for your support, for your time today, and I hope very much that in the nearest future we will have an opportunity to get together and to invite you in our beautiful country, Georgia, which is really great, not only for the investment point of view, but for holiday also, the best holiday destination, okay, where you can see the sea and mountain and all the fantastic nature in one small country all together. So, and as Ms. Susan mentioned that we have much to talk, this is a part of that we are, let's say, ambassadors of our own country, own projects, own addresses and everything. So, and you absolutely got our point. And please share all the possibilities what you your chapter will have. We will be connected, we will be very active, and we will show to entire world what is Georgia about actually. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you once again for this opportunity. And I think we will see each other in our PREDEX event, as President of FIABCI Georgia has mentioned, Lika, because there will be huge events, and maybe it will be online, part in live. So Lika, maybe you will also comment and we can.
Nuta, first of all, thank you so much for amazing moderation of the webinar. I'm really great. I have gratitude. I would like to express gratitude towards all participants, and special thanks to Susan and Jordi for initiating this meeting. And what is most important is that we can together put Georgia on global map. We can bridge all the professionals, all the future-proof projects together and showcase our experience, and in turn to receive the best practices from other world, from other countries. This is FIABCI about, so networking, exchanging best practices, knowledge, educational opportunities. So we can do a lot of things for developing and accelerating real estate in Georgia, locally and globally. I would like to thank each and every participant for your contribution, for participation in this summer period, and hopefully we can do together a lot of amazing things, initiatives, programs. It's in our hands. So we're thrilled, we're active, and we're motivated. That's the most important thing. Thank you again.
Thank you. Stay healthy. Wish you all success and prosperity. See you soon.